everybody. Welcome to Kitchen Talk. And this is a special edition of Kitchen Talk. And I'm your host, Leanne Moore. I'm excited to have this show today. We're talking about the city of Pasadena the Pasadena oversight proposal. And we have some wonderful guests on the show. And we want to hear from the young people about what they think about the police oversight policy proposal. And we're going to be talking to some young people. We have Maya Taylor, and we also have Victoria Williams. And we also will have a young man by the name of Leo Green. Hopefully he will be able to join us on the show. But what we want to talk about first is our city council member, Mr. John J. Kennedy. And we want to talk about him and what he has done a little bit in the city of Pasadena. I have a bio on him, and it reads, John Kennedy was elected to a second-year term on the City of Pasadena Council. Over the past years, he's earned the reputation as a principled, persistent, pragmatic policymaker, focused on some of the most important issues confronting District 3 and the city of Pasadena. He has emerged as a strong advocate for the physical integrity, public safety, parks, affordable housing, young people, local hiring, contracting, and progressive social justice issues, including the environment. So we're going to bring some young people on, and we're going to talk to them today and hearing what they have to say about the police oversight proposal. The city council will be voting this evening, so we want to talk about that. First, I have Miss Victoria Williams, and she's going to come on and she's going to talk about the police oversight proposal. How are you today?
Hello. Hi. Happy Monday.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for coming on Kitchen Talk at the last minute. But we felt that this was vital information that we needed to share. And again, we're talking about the police oversight proposal that the council members will be voting on tonight. And we also want to talk about Council Member John J. Kennedy, which I know you know well. And we want to know, how has he, well, first of all, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, sure. My name is Victoria Williams. I am a Pasadena native, proud Pasadena native. And John Kennedy has been my mentor since childhood and throughout my life. And I'm grateful for his mentorship. And so I work at Pasadena City College in our Office of Strategic Communication and Marketing, and I'm active in local organizations and youth groups and just organizations. And so John has definitely been an advocate for youth and young people. He's advocated for the Pasadena Summer Rose program, which I participated in, and he's just been a steadfast educational and career guidance. I often look forward to his morning texts where he's encouraging myself and others in our pursuits, and just a great mentor of mine. And so I'm proud supporter of the proposal that he has put forth along with Mayor Tornick, and I look forward to hearing that it is, positive tonight during the full council.
Okay, what points in the proposal that stand out for you that you feel that's important?
I definitely like the fact that it has opportunities for many members to be a part of it. I believe it is stated there will be 13 members of the committee, so that sounds like a strong amount of individuals from various recommendations from the council to have their voice heard for the police oversight.
Okay. And do you think that Councilmember Kennedy understands the plight of the young Black people in the city of Pasadena?
Most definitely. He has had the opportunity to mentor young people from across, anybody who knows him well. They all feel comfortable with him and feel connected with him. He's definitely a connector to resources. So, anytime a young person has a need, he can often, within an hour, connects them to the resources they need. So, as a young person, and a Pasadena native, I'd strongly say yes.
Yeah, good, good. And I know you talked a little bit about it, but can you tell the viewers how he has invested in your life?
I'm sure.
Mhm.
Throughout my professional career, I often ask his advice and how I navigate my professional career. I've started off in a public accounting and went through uh, nonprofits, and now I'm in public education. And so, navigating various careers, John, as a mentor, has helped um, advise me on that. And so, just being able to have someone who's so steadfast in the support for a young person in Pasadena has been helpful. I've had a number of mentors over the years, but John has been a steadfast one where, he's very busy, but he takes the time to make sure that I'm heard.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. That's wonderful, and I like the fact that you brought out some important points to you as being a young African American woman in the city of Pasadena. How important that is. We also have Maya Taylor. She's going to join us, and she's also going to talk a little bit about the city of Pasadena police oversight. And how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great, great, great to see you. Great to see you. So, thank you for coming on Kitchen Talk. And
Absolutely.
the council is going to vote on the police oversight proposal this evening. Um,
Yes.
what stands out in first of all, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, actually, unlike Victoria, I'm a Pasadena or California native, but I have been here for about 4 to 5 years, and I do live in Pasadena now. I love it very, very much. It's a warm, welcoming community, and Councilmember Kennedy has been one of the main people to help me really feel at home here, and to feel like the community is my own. Like I feel like I am a Pasadena, native,
Right,
even though I'm not.
right. Okay. Well, thank you. And congratulations. I understand you just graduated from Cal State.
I
Wow.
did. I'm super excited. Yes. Again, I've had a really, really strong support team and system throughout my, university career, and I ended on a much stronger I entered, and I really attribute that to all the people who have supported me while I was in school and have helped guide me along the right path.
That's important. And what was your major?
I'm a communications major with the emphasis on social justice, and my minor is pre-law philosophy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And I have you down here as a community activist. So I'm excited to hear more about what you're planning to do in your endeavors. So, we're here today because the council is going to vote on the police oversight proposal tonight. And that was crafted by Councilman Kennedy and Mayor Terry Tornick. And as I asked Victoria, uh, we wanted to hear from the young people of Pasadena about their views on how Mr. Kennedy is doing, and your thoughts on on the police oversight.
I personally love it. I feel like there was no person who could have made a more fitting proposal than Council Kennedy. He has a background in policing, so I know he was able to bring not only all of his social and community engagement expertise over, but also like his professional, former policing background when drafting up this proposal. over. I don't think that I think that it is asking for transparency between the police department and the community, which is never a bad thing because we should be working in conjunction with each other. And I am very, very confident that there is a strong, list of individuals who can help see this through in the most appropriate manner. I think that it would be a great add on to all of the socially responsible efforts that the city of Pasadena already makes.
Okay, okay. And I may not have asked you, but what point of that proposal can you pull out that you think is important to you and the young people?
I think that in its entirety, it's very important. I feel like it might be, an easier topic to point out maybe some things that can be tweaks or, altered just slightly. And off the top of my head, it's so thorough that it would be very hard to do so. And I'm in favor, but I think maybe even we could work with some people who have some questions about the proposal in itself, and then come together again as a community to work on anything that I may have even overlooked when I was reviewing the bill.
Okay, okay. And as I asked Victoria, what do you think Councilman Kennedy has invested in your life? I mean, obviously you've done very well, and you said you had support. So we want to hear about that.
Yes, well, Councilmember Kennedy always makes sure to invite me to different events that he knows aligned with my own moral compass and life goals. He makes sure to introduce me to rooms, doors, and tables that I otherwise would not have been invited into. It's really given me a stronger sense for trust in humanity and in the
Right,
community, and it's given me the opportunity to really have a platform where I'm respected, viewed as an equal, even though I am very young, and I have the opportunity to have my voice heard and respected. And I don't take that lightly. It's something that means a lot to me.
right, right. So Victoria,
Yes.
how did you get involved in the police oversight proposal, and how does that you know what important point of that brought you involved, and why you want to speak out today? Because like I said, the council is going to vote tonight, and we're just trying to uh, expose the positiveness of what a council member Kennedy has wrote in the proposal. So we want that to be known to everyone in Pasadena. So can you expound a little bit on that?
Sure. As a Pasadena resident, I often look forward to seeing what's coming before council meetings. And so, as something that has taken a while to come before the full council, I believe it's definitely something that we should support as residents. It's as Maya mentioned, it's very thorough. It has a wide range of support, and so there is a level of independence with this, and so it's something that I definitely wholeheartedly support.
Okay, great, great. Okay, well, any comments you want to make? We do have council member Kennedy. I was able to secure him at the last moment, but he did agree to come on, and we're going to talk about that. But is there anything you think the people need to know more, so we can encourage the council to vote on this proposal?
Yes, I believe for those who have
Yes,
email,
I'd like to add.
I just
Yeah,
want to say
Victoria.
those with email access definitely lend support by sending an email to public comment at cityofpasadena.net.
Okay, public comment at, what was that?
Cityofpasadena.net.
Okay, okay. Perhaps I can try to get that on, but we'll bring that up again. And I'll ask you to give us that. Maybe I'll put it on our comment screen. And then Maya, I'm going to come to you, but I want to thank you all for everyone that's joined in today. This is Kitchen Talk Special Edition. I'm your host, Leanne Moore. You normally see me on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. But as we discussed earlier, that the City of Pasadena police oversight proposal that was presented by Council Member John J. Kennedy, we're discussing that today. Some of the highlights of that proposal, and that he is actively involved with the young Blacks in the city of Pasadena. So we want to definitely express that. Maya, you can make your comment, and I think we have Mr. Leo Green has just joined in. Go ahead and make your comment.
Oh, okay, great. I was just going to add in that I know that Councilmember Kennedy is not the only official with a policing background that's in favor of a civilian police oversight. I've actually had the of speak else who was enrolled in the police over 20 years, and he was strongly advocating for civilian police oversight. So it seems a reoccurring theme that for others or people who are associated to a police department in favor of this. I think that the public and making a decision and that the city council should consider as well.
Okay, great point. Great point. Great point. Well, again, everybody, this is Kitchen Talk Special Edition regarding the Pasadena Police Oversight Proposal presented by Council Member John J. Kennedy. And this is an interactive show. We have tons of people that are putting their comments on the screen. We do have a young man that's going to come on also to talk about our subject today. But we have Andrea James, says great platform for the subject matter. The social injustice has to be confronted. Council Member Kennedy sees the value in the next generation. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much for that comment. I'm going to bring up next Mr. Leo Green, and he's going to share his thoughts. Hello, Mr. Green.
Hi, how's it going? Thank you
Good.
for having
Welcome,
me.
welcome to Kitchen Talk. So glad you were able to come.
Sure.
Uh, can you tell everybody a little bit about you?
Yeah. So my name is Leo Green. I am a scientist at Caltech.
Wow.
Specifically, I engineer bacteria for various health applications and looking and going into environmental applications as well. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, we hope you're working on that that antidote for this COVID.
Oh,
Can you do that on the side, maybe?
oh man, I wish.
What's
Give me,
your?
give
I
me.
know this is not the discussion of that, but because of
Mhm.
the nature of your skills, can you give us any points on that about the COVID?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert in viruses. I work with bacteria, but my personal opinion is I think it's very important that we as a society pay attention to what's going on and and not just within our country, but specifically with what's going on around the world. There's a lot of different actions that have been taken
Hmm.
with the various countries. So I think it's important that we try our best to stay healthy and stay away from interacting with as many people as possible for now.
Right.
But be healthy, be positive, because our bodies naturally have the ability to install heal. As long as we have our joy. So
Right.
yeah,
Well, thank you.
yeah,
And we
for
all need
sure.
to wear our mask.
Absolutely,
We
absolutely.
definitely
You
need
have
to
to
wear our
wear them.
mask.
You have to
Yes.
wear your mask.
Yes. So as I asked the young ladies on the show earlier, the council is going to vote this evening, and the purpose of having this talk show, this special edition, is to talk a little bit about the police oversight proposal that Councilman Kennedy put together.
Mhm.
And we wanted to talk about that, and we wanted to know from you your views on how he's doing and how he has invested in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, he's done an amazing job with helping me consider not just what's going on in my field of expertise, but thinking about how I can use my skill set to help educate the population in various aspects, right? Whether it's just
Okay.
getting the fundamental background in math, which is important for understanding some of these trends, but also thinking more about how I can use my skill set in leadership um, to help come up with with solutions, right? And I really appreciate him for that because oftentimes we get so caught up in our immediate bubble, which pretty often is within
Okay. Okay.
definitely motivated me to consider beyond that. So
That's wonderful. That's
yeah,
wonderful. Well, we're proud of you. We're proud of all of
thank
you
you.
ladies, Maya, Victoria. We're proud of you and all of your accomplishments. Hey, Kitchen Talk is available for any of you that want to come on and talk about your story. You're more than welcome. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. We have a few comments. Like I said, Kitchen Talk is an interactive show. It should be streaming live on YouTube. It is on Facebook Live. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and put your comments below. We have these young people here that are giving their point on the Pasadena police oversight proposal presented by Council Member Kennedy. The council will be voting on that tonight. So we want to point out these positive things that he has presented in this proposal. And we have the young people on today to talk about how instrumental he was in their life and that he does care for the brown and black young people in the city of Pasadena. We have a comment from Miss Lena Kennedy, said Leo Green is impressive young man getting his doctor's degree from Caltech. I am so proud of him, and I've had the pleasure of getting to, I'm assuming she said, know you. So thank you, Miss Lena, for that comment.
Thank you.
We have another comment from Jerry. See everyone at Pasadena City Council meeting tonight at 2. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ms. Victoria, can you give us that email again?
Yes, it's public comment at cityofpasadena.net.
Okay, public comment at cityofpasadena.net.
Correct.
Okay, everybody. So again, if you want to send your comments in or any information, you would go to public comment at cityofpasadena.net. Okay. We're going to put that out so everyone will be able to see that. Oh, you guys are getting a lot of comments here. You guys are fans on Kitchen Talk now. All right, we have another
Yes.
one. Eliza says, "Dear young people, get in good trouble." That's right. That's right. The future is up to you. That's right. And today we're all recognizing the ceremony right now of Mr. Lewis. We will truly miss this. I did dedicate my last week's show on his honor. I will do that again at the end of the show. So we will truly miss him. He has definitely been out there, you guys. He has been activist to his last minute. And I know that's what we're all expected to do. So let's see what other comments we have on the show. And let's see. We have Chris. It says, John Kennedy speaking as a young adult. We support you 100%. All right. That's great. Any comments you guys want to make? Because I believe we have Mr. Kennedy, Council Member Kennedy, in the green room. Any comments you want to make? Oh, I guess we got everybody's a little frozen, I think. Okay. And so, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone want to make a comment? Last minute comment? Okay. Well, I really appreciate you all coming on, and thank you. Thank you, Maya, Victoria, and Professor Leo Green. We want to
Thank
thank you
you.
guys again for coming on the show. And coming up next, we're going to have a little bit from the the 2020 census, and then we're going to have Council Member John J. Kennedy on the show to talk to everyone. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.
This isn't about today.
It's about the next 10 years.
But this is something you can do today.
You can make a difference today
by completing the 2020 census.
The census impacts hospitals,
schools,
public transportation,
and most importantly, our representation in government.
It gives us an opportunity to be heard.
It's easy.
It's only 10 questions.
So do your part.
Go to 2020census.gov and complete the census today.
What are you waiting for?
Welcome back to Kitchen Talk. This has been a great show thus far. We've had some young people on talking about their perspective on the Pasadena police oversight proposal, and very successful young people, you all. We want to continue to support them. And they did speak highly of Council Member John Kennedy on what role he played in their success. And we have the young people from all walks of life and doing very well. And so we want to bring him on the show and talk to him. And again, the council is going to be voting this evening. So we want to hear from him about what his thoughts are. All right. Hello, Council Member John Kennedy. How are you, sir?
Hello. How are you doing? Are you able to hear me okay?
Welcome to Kitchen Talk. I'm so excited that we were able to get this on, this special edition. And we want to thank you for coming on. We had the young people. I don't know if you heard them from the green room. All of the wonderful things they talked about, your proposal, yours in the Terry Turnick proposal crafted you all did together. And they had a lot of great things to talk about. They're voting tonight. What would you like to say to get this proposal passed?
Well, first of all, Leanne, I just want to thank you for allowing me to come on your wonderful talk show and experience this with you and the young people, Leo Green, Victoria Williams, and Maya Taylor, extraordinary young people who will lead this country and are in their respective roles presently providing exceptional leadership in the city of Pasadena, in Nevada, at the California Institute of Technology, at Pasadena City College, and beyond. So kudos to the young people that we are invested in their success. So as it relates to the discussion this evening related to additional civilian oversight of the Pasadena Police Department, this has been a mission of mine since I joined the city council, first to have an honest discussion about what needs to happen in terms of reorganizing and making sure that our police department is in fact the best police department throughout California, certainly, and hopefully the nation. I think we have made great strides in the city of Pasadena. There are good men and women who are part of the Pasadena Police Department, both sworn and non-sworn. We have a police chief that is a longtime member of the Pasadena Police Department in Police Chief John Perez, and he is supporting the additional civilian oversight of the police department, and he actually serves on such a body in his own community outside of Pasadena. So we know this is something that is needed. Now, what's the issue? The first issue is not whether the folks want more and more stringent requirements under this proposal that Mayor Terry Tornick and I have come up with. The first issue is this. Something very similar came before the Pasadena City Council several years back, and very little support came from the existing city council at that time. We have gone back to the drawing board, made adjustments, and sought to craft legislation that we could get a majority of the Pasadena Police Department, Pasadena City Council to support, and hopefully the leadership of the Pasadena Police Department, so we could actually get a piece of legislation that moves the ball down the field, that helps our community. And so we've done that. But where we're having the greatest roadblock is the sophisticated lawyers who happen to be on the city council who are providing roadblocks and are doing an effective job. So I've got to do my very best. Those members of the council who are enlightened and who want the additional oversight have to do their very best to convince at least 5 members of the city council to vote for this proposal. Now, where are the disagreements? There are only 2 basic disagreements for those who want or do not want the proposal that's on the table currently. One is, should the independent auditor have subpoena power? That's one.
Okay.
And then 2, where does the commission and the auditor need to report? As it is now in our proposal, they have to report up through the city manager. That is the current form of city government that we have and enjoy in the city of Pasadena, and we are not able to violate that. And so I'm not saying that subpoena power may be necessary. I'm just saying it's impossible to have it today. I'm not saying that the commission and the independent auditor do not need to report to someone other than the city manager. I'm just saying we cannot have that today. We have to take step by step. So the proposal that is before the city council tonight is a measured, responsible approach to providing additional civilian oversight of the Pasadena Police Department, and it is within the purview of the existing charter and laws that govern the police department and city government. So I must say that I'm kind of surprised that we are not getting unanimous support for the proposal at this point.
Okay.
But it's going to be a healthy debate, and we need to have that healthy debate as a community.
Yes. Wow. Well, whatever you have to do. I mean, you know, the people are wanting this. I mean, we have comments here. I'm going to put those on the screen here. We have one from Ty says, I'm honored to have John Kennedy pulling forth set change to a better community. Okay. We have Ms. Wright. Great show, Leanne. Thank you very much. We want this to be informative. We want to hear from you. So we want to show the council that this proposal has been highly supported by the people. Okay. Right, John?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I want to be totally transparent. There are folks in this community that are extremely sophisticated, and they would like to torpedo this proposal. Okay. They would like to see not half a loaf. They don't want any loaf. And that's not where I'm coming from.
No.
Half a loaf is better than no loaf. Okay. And can we add on to and bake a full loaf of bread? Of course we can.
Right.
But it takes time.
Right.
In the vein of Thurgood Marshall, the first African-American to serve on the Supreme Court, graduate of my alma mater, Howard University School of Law, he didn't just abolish Plessy v. Ferguson. There were cases that came before Brown versus the Board of Education to abolish separate but unequal. Now, so what we're doing here this evening is we're talking about moving the ball maybe only inches.
Yes.
But we're moving the ball in the right direction to get the community involved in policing in our community. There are some who have offered a proposal of defunding the police department. That's not going to happen.
No.
Reallocating the resources of the police department to make them more effective and delivery of service to the Pasadena community is a much more logical and doable approach. So we need to be able to call out those members of the city council who won't support any proposal whatsoever in terms of additional civilian oversight of the police department. We cannot be hung up by the red herrings, the things that don't move us forward. We have to be focused, friends, family, young people, on moving this, what we can do today, and preparing for the battles of tomorrow. We've got to get in good trouble. That's why we're having this discussion.
Yes.
The day of funeralizing our friend, John Lewis, Congressman John Lewis, a young man who started at the age of 15, engaged in the struggle until his last breath, was engaged in the struggle till his last breath.
Yeah.
And so I want to applaud all of the young people, the ones that have been on your show today, Leanne, and the ones that are out there, black, brown, white, yellow, red, pressuring the city council to make the right step. Not the only step, but a first step in the right direction. And then let's get this passed and then modify it if we need to modify it. Make it more responsive or even more responsive. But please, please don't let the sophisticated silver-tongued people trash the proposal that we have before us that really has an excellent chance of finding 5 votes. And we need 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes of the city council in order to pass legislation. This is difficult legislation, but it's the right legislation, and we are on the right side of history. We are on the right side of history.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Yes. Wow. Okay, everybody, welcome to Kitchen Talk. If you just joined us, we have Council Member John J. Kennedy on Kitchen Talk today. We are talking about the council vote tonight of the police oversight proposal that was presented. I have a lot of comments out here, Council Member, that want to speak out, and we want everyone to hashtag 5 votes. Hashtag 5 votes in the comment section. We want you to blow that comment section up. Hashtag 5 votes. That's what we need to pass this proposal this evening. We have a comment from Miss Elisa. It says, Kennedy, I rally behind you to get this police oversight in place. I was raised in South Central Los Angeles and understand the importance of having a fair, unbiased police oversight committee. People of color, Black folks, we are the ones who have suffered without it. Okay, that was her comment. Then we have one from Sharon. We have Mr. Kennedy, from a young child, has always been concerned with Pasadena and the people of Pasadena. Yes, he has. We have another comment from Andrea Coleman. John Kennedy has been consistently pushing oversight since he entered the race. No matter what you think about this proposal, his perseverance is commendable. Okay, we have a lot of them. We have here's another. It says, dear Wright, I can't read that back part. Can't the proposal include the changes to the current reporting structure now? My fear is that if we don't take advantage of the current situation and the request radical change.
Respond to Anita's legitimate observation. And her observation is basically this: can we have a structure where the independent auditor and the commission report directly to the city council or are independent of the city council? The way the charter is written, and I didn't write the charter, we are precluded from doing it in that manner. It will be historic if we get what is proposed in the current information that's being presented at City Council. I agree with you. There is a possibility of losing momentum if we adopt this proposal, but you have to have 5 votes to even keeping the momentum going. So we need at least 5 votes on the current proposal. That doesn't mean we don't keep improving the proposal. That just means we move in a way in which we are legally allowed to move as it exists today. A charter amendment is very, very difficult. It will take 50 plus 1%, no, 50% plus 1 to change laws or adopt new laws as it relates to the charter. That's not an easy process. And I suggest that it may be even difficult to get the city council to give 5 votes to put anything on the November ballot related to changing the charter. But your points are right on target. Okay. I don't want you to leave here thinking that I don't recognize that your points are right on target. This is only a first step in the process. And I'm relying on young people like yourself to make sure that we don't lose momentum, that you hold not only John Kennedy and Terry Tornick accountable, that you hold every member of the city council accountable, particularly those members of the city council who voted against the previous proposal. Those folks were Bill Bogard, the mayor at that time, Victor Gordo, Steve Madison. All 3 of them happened to be lawyers. And they were the face of opposition for reasonable changes that would include additional civilian oversight. I am hoping that today that they will move off of that opposition and support this proposal because it's fair. It has the support of the police chief. I am told, I have not confirmed, that it may have the support of the local union, which would be historic. Yes. Historic. So let's not be bogged down in semantics. Let's not be bogged down in saying that we can get it all in one fatal swoop. Thurgood Marshall didn't get everything that he needed in Brown versus the Board of Education. Many people think that there was only one Brown case. Actually, Brown versus of the Board of Education was consolidated into one case from several cases to fight racism, bigotry, separate but equal. So we've got to be smart. Yes. Let's gel around the proposal that's on the table today, get that passed, and then let's work hard and efficiently and swiftly to modify it if it doesn't give us what we need to provide that oversight of the Pasadena Police Department. You're smarter, we're smarter if we work together, and we can do this. We can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Wow. That was a great question. Okay, I have my last question here. Let's see. Or maybe it says, President Obama fought to get Affordable Care Act. He got a tidbit to get it passed. But look at the benefits that has helped the people. Many Black people would have nothing. Health care, Obama, phone, etc. And let's not lose sight of those who did not pass on using the benefits from it. So
I think the point in making that analogy that Elisa Liggins Farmer is making is, don't be confused. Affordable Care Act has helped women and men who would be dead today if they did not have access to affordable health care. And we are saying, at least Mayor Terry Tornick, who was not originally a champion for reform, was not originally a champion for additional police oversight, but now is an ardent supporter of additional police oversight. What we're saying is this is a first step. This is a first step. Let's rally behind this change. This is change that not only you can believe in, this is change that you will see immediately. Yeah. We will be holding people accountable. There will be people in our community, prominent leaders who are aware of what it takes to police a community, talking to the city council, telling us that if our men and women in the police department are doing a great job, they'll be offering up changes that will make our police department even better, more responsive to the needs of our community. Let's give this a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance.
Right. Okay. We have Anita back on, and she just said, thank you for clarifying your position. I apologize for being impatient. I will be praying that you get the 5 votes you need. Hashtag 5 votes. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Wait. Anita doesn't need to apologize. Okay. Anita's doing what she's supposed to do, and that's expressing her constitutional right.
That's right.
And no one can stop that First Amendment right, not even Donald Trump. So continue to stay involved, Anita. Your contributions help us be better. They help us be better. And don't be afraid to speak up, even if you are a lone voice. Don't be afraid.
That's true. That's true. And then we have Let's Get It Done. We support the change. It's necessary. So I think this has been a good forum, Council Member Kennedy, for you to explain and express and talk to everyone, the council, the city of Pasadena council members, so we can get this passed. Is there anything, last comment you want to make?
Well, what I would like to say is that on the day that we funeralize one of the greatest Americans who has ever lived, John Lewis, at the age of 15, 23, and beyond, fighting for justice, we expect our young people to do the same. All I'm saying is let's work together. Let's get this proposal passed, and then let's improve upon it. Just like the Affordable Care Act that someone brought up earlier. It was not an end all. It was a starting point. And the creation of a community police oversight commission and an independent police auditor is a first step. And I need all of you who are listening to tell your friends and family to come forward, let their voices be heard, and support this proposal. And I want to say especially how in an election year that our mayor put aside politics and personal gain and has taken on one of the most controversial issues of our time and has stood up. He's provided leadership. And that's what we need in the city of Pasadena. We need real leadership that we can believe in. And that's what Mayor Terry Tornak is doing by standing up.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you, Leanne. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we have a question. Someone is asking, how can you be contacted? Is there a email that you want to give so people can write you for comments?
Yes. My email address is John J. Kennedy, KENNEDY, at cityofpasadena.net. And you can also go to the city's website. And if you do not want to post your name, you can do it anonymously, particularly if you want to attack and you don't want me to know who you are. But I would say on this issue, black, brown, red, yellow, white, disabled, not disabled, gay, straight, Latinx, etc. We all are in this together. This is a positive contribution that all of us can make to additional police oversight by the creation of the police commission and the independent auditor position.
Okay. All right. And our very last comment for the show, we have every voice important. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy, for your willingness to be inclusive. You take heavy hits, but you stand for justice for all people. And that's from Miss Lena Kennedy. Thank you for your comments. And thank you, Councilmember John Kennedy, for coming on Kitchen Talk. I'm so happy I was able to get you and get the young people on today. This is a special edition because I'm normally on Thursday, but I definitely want to open this platform to you. You're welcome to come back on the show. I do want to ask you another question as November approaches. Because I am trying to promote the 2020 census of getting everyone to register because that will be ending shortly. We want everyone to be counted so you can have your representation wherever you live. So remember to go to 2020census.gov. But as it relates to November, our voting, this is a critical, I can go on and on and on about critical time to vote. What do you want to tell the viewers about November voting and what we should be doing?
Like the creation of a community police oversight commission, it's not perfect. And no man or woman running for the presidency is perfect. But I will say this, America deserves better than what we have. Let me repeat that. America deserves better than what we have currently. And our best hope is Joseph Biden.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect to our current president. He just hasn't measured up and been presidential. But Joseph R. Biden worked with Barack Obama for 8 years. He's seasoned. He's respected by Republicans and Democrats across the aisle, and he's respected by our international leaders. And right now, the world is in a precarious position because America, for some reason, has abdicated its responsibility to lead. So we must vote.
Yes.
We cannot assume that we're going to win because of the polls. We need young people totally engaged in this fight. It's a fight that we can win, and we can win with all of us, women, men, boys and girls, fighting to change the fabric of America. And we do that by telling Donald Trump to go back to Gotham City.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, there you have it. We want to thank you again, Council Member, and thank you for that wonderful proposal. God bless you in all of your endeavors. We're praying for this 5 votes. We did hashtag 5 votes. We want to thank you again for coming on the show. We want to thank Maya Taylor, Miss Victoria Williams, and Mr. Leo Green for the young people expressing their vote on the show. And again, you're welcome to come back on Kitchen Talk anytime. Just let me know.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming back on the show, Leanne, because I'd like to talk a little bit more about the work that Dr. Green is engaged in at Caltech, and also the negative impact of the eugenics movement that was housed at Caltech in terms of the Human Betterment Foundation, where they sterilized 9,000 African-American servicemen, not specifically at Caltech, but the organization was housed at Caltech.
Yes.
And we need to remove all the vestiges of racism and jingoism at Caltech. And my father was the chauffeur and bodyguard for Dr. Theodore von Karman, the founder of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Wow.
So there is a meaty topic that's relevant now.
Love to.
And I would like to talk about that when you invite me back.
Okay. Well, I'm giving you that invitation. You just let your people know and let my people know. We'll work it out.
Thank you very much.
All right. And thank you again for coming on the show, and Godspeed on the voting tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Quick Kitchen Talk family. There you have it. This is our special edition of Kitchen Talk. I want to thank everyone for coming on the show. I want to thank the young people, Maya, Victoria, Leo, for coming on. And, we got to be mindful. This Pasadena oversight proposal is very important. We're really wanting to push these 5 votes that are needed to pass this proposal. And today, as we close, we want to remember Mr. John Lewis, who we're actually going through the ceremony today, an extraordinary man. And I felt it was very humbling to see that last moment of the carriage take him over the bridge, and the troops saluted him. But we want to, do our part, be in good trouble, do our part, and continue those good deeds. So again, I want to thank everybody for joining Kitchen Talk Special Edition. I will see you Thursday at 10 a.m. Be safe, be connected, protect each other, and wear your mask. God bless.